Hi everyone, my name is Blake. Obviously you know that, we're 9 episodes in. Welcome back to the cinema. I saw a bunch of promotional material prior, maybe a couple hours before the episode came out, about Marvel saying do not spoil it. I don't know what they're talking about because nothing really happens. Let me elaborate, but before I do that, full spoiler warning. At their wish, I will not spoil it for people that have not seen it, but if you want to know and you've already seen it and you just want to hear me talk about it, here we go, full spoilers, go. So we start right where the last one ended, and Agatha's got her kids and Wanda's about to throw down. So she lets go of the kids that were hostage, they go back into the house, they start throwing down. White-coloured Vision is in play here as well, he also flies in town. Evil, nothing to do with Ultron or nothing like that. He's just programmed to be Vision and bad, to destroy other Vision that doesn't exist. They brawl for a while, make some stuff explode. A lot of this episode is people flying in the air, fighting, like this, all the time. It's kind of annoying. We see that Pietro knockoff, that's not Pietro, holding Rambo hostage, does like a Kung Pao reference and does this, and then Rambo gets knocked over in this attic. Did anybody else notice that Kung Pao reference? Am I the only one that's seen Kung Pao? Anyway, Wanda then argues she's not the Scarlet Witch, opens the dome, it's like the SpongeBob movie, everybody's free from the helmets, hooray, just for her to close the dome again and go, no, I actually want my family still. But everyone miraculously somehow got out of town and the sword agents all got inside of town. Doesn't matter. Rambo ends up beating, what's his name? I can't remember his real name, but it was knockoff Pietro. What a waste of Evan Peters. And then she goes to go and defend Wanda's kids and like all heroic and shit, and I just still didn't care. The like leader of S.W.O.R.D. ends up getting hit by a truck by Darcy. So Wanda then gets in Agatha's head and they go back to the 1600s. Correction, the last time I said it was the 1900s because I'm an idiot. We then get a lot of take it all! Did anyone else see that 2003 Hulk? Nah, just me. Okay then. Wanda's like, okay, screw you, I'm gonna trap you in this town and you can just be the nosy neighbor forever. And Wanda has a brand new outfit. Outfit looks good. I dig it. I don't know if I prefer like the really long coat to it again. I feel like we've really done that already with Age of Ultron. But the mask piece is nice. Is it a mask or a helmet? No, it's like a tiara. Rambo gets what she deserves in this series, which is just a nod. You were there. Wanda then is going to let go of the townspeople and everything's going to go back to normal. So she says goodbye to her kids, which are actually kids she's stolen at the very last second. We get let in on that before they go. Then she has to say goodbye to Vision, and it was good. It was done really, really well. It was interesting to see that what Vision was part of the Mind Stone that's like manifested as Vision. That was within Wanda, because that's a thing now. It doesn't matter. It was fine. I think the scene worked really well with what Paul Bettany has brought to the character now and what Elizabeth Olsen brings as well. I thought it was a really good scene. I can easily see it bringing tears to some eyes, but not mine. I don't have enough reason to give a shit. So the whole town is free. Wanda is leaving and she's getting looks from all the townspeople like, you kidnapped me, bitch. And, well, yeah, you just fucking kidnapped everybody. I'm surprised they aren't all coming at you trying to hurt you. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you kidnapped me for like 3 months or something. Just don't worry about it. She's then confronted by Rambo and they have this conversation with one another. And Wanda's like, I'm so sorry for everything I did to this town. Look, you can say sorry, but that does not mean you are off the hook. No way. If I kidnapped an entire town's worth of people and then let everyone go after a couple months and just said, look, I'm really sorry for what I did, guys. I'm really sorry. Nah, man, I'm going to jail. So Wanda is flying, she leaves the town while the townspeople are all there to do their thing. Forgot to mention, there's a scene where Vision is talking to White Vision and talks sense into him, and he goes, okay, I'm Vision, okay then, and then just flies off. And we don't see him again. We have no idea where he is. That is sadly the most interesting thing we have to look forward to now, is whether he'll catch up with Wanda. So we then get the big reveal, the big spoilers, the big do not tell anybody, that remnants of magic that was left in the town possess Agent Woo, and then Agent Woo turns into a dragon and breathes fire and burns the entire town down. It was really sick and twisted. Okay, that's not what happened, but no, it is much more disappointing than that. So we get Rambo being pulled aside by some sort of agent that says, let's go to the theater. And that agent reveals to be a Skrull that's like, hey, he wants to talk to you, a friend of your mum's, up there, probably Nick Fury or some other Skrull shit. And she's gone, oh, okay. Boom. Teaser. And I thought, oh man, I really hope there is another teaser, another stinger, something that can bring this back. And we get a second one. The second one is we see off in the far lands in the mountains somewhere that Wanda has found this cabin that she's living in with no way of getting to stores to get stuff to eat. She's got to hunt in the wilderness. And she's there, and then there's another version of her in her bedroom, probably still her, like, projecting or some shit, and she's reading through spell books as the Scarlet Witch while hearing her kids calling out to her. And okay, I still think it's just Wanda, and she's probably going to learn these spells and shit just to be able to bring her kids back and maybe get Vision back somehow, and then she's just going to live there until the next movie when someone's like, we need Wanda, and like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and they go there to just see her kids are there or whatever. It's just, you've been able to tell by my monotone voice that I was really disappointed. This whole episode was just, okay. So yeah, she'll bring her kids back or something, I don't know. Look, you can tell I haven't been really excited and bouncing off the walls like I was in episode 5, I'm pretty sure it was, when we first got to see Pietro, because ultimately, what have we gained from this show? Nothing. Nada. You don't need to watch it. That was my problem. See, Marvel's built it up, doing great stuff after great stuff, that all these little movies in between, you need to see them because they all bring something important, whether it's a stone being featured or something or other, and these characters all connecting and coming together towards the end. In this show, nothing. We get no multiverse, Vision doesn't come back to life, Wanda kind of knows she's the Scarlet Witch now and she's going to learn spells and stuff. Well, you really could have had another movie and a throwaway sentence that, oh, what's going on with Wanda over there? Oh, well, she went soul searching and she learnt that she can learn spells and stuff with her witchcraft, and now she's gotten really good at it. Oh, okay, that's good. There you go. I saved you 8 hours. I saved you 8 hours of nothing. I was really, really hoping that this wasn't going to be just appealing to a demographic that wanted to see the sitcom with Wanda and Vision. I really thought we were going to bring something more. I don't think I was overhyping myself, I just wanted to take something away from it. I think for a teaser it would have been cool to see Doctor Strange or some shit, or some sort of multiverse stuff. I didn't go into the show overhyped because I didn't really care to begin with, and now I guess I don't really care again. The only thing I've taken from it is that I do care more about Wanda and Vision as a couple. It's not just weird and random in Infinity War for me that they were a thing and they really care and I should care. Now with WandaVision in retrospect, I can get a little bit more out of the other movies that I enjoy. Everything was done well, like it was shot well. It was this nice little thing for Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany to return to do a little series, but there's nothing more than that. And for me then, there's no reason for me to come back. Why watch 8 hours of this when I could just watch Captain America the Winter Soldier again, or Infinity War, or something that has some scale with stakes? But I think even if they turned around and showed us some multiverse stuff at the end, it wouldn't have hit us hard because it's like we've been given a bit of that and then, nah, it's not real. And there's a bit of it, nah, it's not real. Just for you to get hyped, and now the third time around, it's like, oh yeah, cool, multiverse stuff, yep, cool, that's what we were all waiting on, but we don't even get that. It's well acted, it's incredibly well shot, the effects are great for the most part, there's some stuff that looks a little janky. There isn't really a weak link in the show, other than maybe Agatha, but she ends up coming around a bit better in this last episode, but there isn't anything special either. You know, I can't say, oh, you've got to watch this because some crazy stuff happens. Well, we get a little bit of a multiverse tease, but it's not even that. It was just nonsense, and I can't watch it back as like, oh yeah, no, this is the part of the MCU where Vision comes back, and some serious stuff happens that changes Wanda. I mean, you know, maybe over time with the new Spider-Man film and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we get to see this progression of Wanda becoming a supervillain or something like that, and that this was the start of it and we needed that foundation. Well, I don't have that. This is a show that's supposed to be its own thing. How does it stand on its own? Not with everything else. Well, it's just really disappointing, I suppose. I ain't mad about it, and I don't regret watching it. If you're a fan of the MCU and you really want to watch all this shit intently, you already have. You don't need me to recommend it to you. But for everyone else that's like, oh, WandaVision, should I maybe skip it, maybe not? Well, I've already spoiled the hell out of it, and yeah, I think you might as well just skip it. All we need to know is Wanda may possibly be going on a darker path towards being something evil. I like to be proven wrong, and I really wanted to believe that this was going to be something more special than what I thought it was going to be, but it really is what I thought it would be, and I'm disappointed in that. I didn't think it was going to be fantastic. For what it is and what it could have been a little bit stronger, but again, you're playing with the idea of Wanda and Vision being in love and a sitcom reality, and that's it. This feels like it was made just so they could play with the medium of sitcoms, and so that Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany could do something different and come back one last time, instead of we're looking at what is happening next and we want to show you something special story-wise. So, I'm going to give WandaVision Season 1 a 6 out of 10. I know that might sound low, but for me 5 is average. This is above average. It's above it, but not by much. There's nothing really special here, but it's worth a watch maybe once if you're a fan. Otherwise, I'm a harsh motherfucker. You've got to impress me. It's not bad by any means. Again, everything's well made, just not really for me. If you enjoyed it, that's great. Tell me what you thought of it down below. But yes, WandaVision. What's next? Well, we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm not sure if that picks up next Friday and just weekly it just keeps carrying on, or if we've got a bit of a break. If that's the case, I've got some other stuff coming anyway. Thank you all so much for watching the series, if you've made it all the way through all 8 videos, because the first one's episodes 1 and 2. If you haven't already, we've got more MCU shows on the way, so subscribe. If you've made it all the way through to the end of the series and the end of the video, thank you so much, you're a bloody legend, and hopefully I can see you next time. Bye guys.